Hi everyone. Today I thought I'd hop on and share a bit of my thoughts on the current processes of what's been going on in the planet, as well as what is going on within the psyche of the spirit within each and every one of us. And what I would like to share with you is that we could perhaps perceive this entire process once you step back a step or two and for you to observe the changes around you, that you see it take place and shape the actual reality. So, what I want to say to you is it can be a positive thing or it can be a negative thing. It really is in the eye of the beholder. And so, what I'm saying is, once you are perceiving the reality change and you feel that it is to some degree, yeah, we've heard the distraction and the noise. Exactly what I was going to say. Once you perceive everything to be distracting you from actually connecting to what is within yourself, then your aim to understand this is to go into yourself and to close your eyes and to perceive what you are experiencing within. It may feel discomfort. You may feel discomfort. You may feel uncomfortable, or you may feel safe. You may feel threatened, and you must investigate all of these emotions that come up inside of you. And like I said, write them down on a piece of paper. Don't type them in on anything. Write them down on a piece of paper. Because once you write down on a piece of paper, your energy goes through your hand and onto the paper for you to perceive. And that is the most sacred moment of connecting with yourself. And so, once you've now investigated these emotional feelings, these things that make you feel threatened, scared, angry, upset, or perhaps triggered, and even the word trigger is now a trigger, unfortunately, you'll understand that basically what you are seeing around you is really amplifying what you are afraid of, what is within you in your rooted consciousness. That means inside of the depths of your soul and your spirit and your heart and your emotions and your mind and your body and all of everything within as it is above. And you'll find that perhaps you may have lost track of what you have experienced for a while. And so, if there are things that come as distraction, it is merely placed there because at a point in your existence, you may have required or perhaps subconsciously agreed to that distraction to take place to teach you how to maintain concentration and focus and discipline. What we are experiencing within this reality is the ever present existence of Great Spirit within this reality. And what we're seeing is the Ministry of Magic reacting to this reality that we are busy creating. Remember, I said we're in the third reality, the third creation. That means the third place of observing everything. That we are no longer duality, but we are in a trinity or in a trine where we are observing what we see, what we perceive in creation. That means we are connecting directly with the intention of creating something as one step. The second part, the perceiving of the actual creation taking place as you're looking at it. And the third part, where you are engaging with that creation. And while you're experiencing the trine of the energies around you, it is important for you to then take note that we are within it, very, very solidly within this third reality or third creation. Also bear in mind that if you go onto this channel and you go to the knowledge videos, the videos that are about the knowledge, there are lots of questions that were asked, and there were answers provided to all of those questions, that you please go there as your second step or your third step in terms of what you are going to learn. And that it is important for us to take note that the first creation is really the creation that starts with, in the beginning, the earth was void. And so those who exist in the beginning as the first creation beings are living souls, and they are from the void, and they are existing in the void. And in the second part, second creation, is the second day of creation. You can look in Genesis, in whatever Bible you feel comfortable with, or book you feel comfortable, to find the steps of the creation. It doesn't actually matter. I would suggest go to the oldest one so that you get a better understanding of how the creation actually takes place. There are 7 creations. And so this reality, the human condition, the human existence, has been around for 7 creations, again, over and over and over, 7 times 7 times 7 times 7. So it's not always such a magical number, because it's 7 times repeat cycles until everyone gets it. But at the same time, it also allows you to understand the perception of what it means to become connected with the awareness of, for example, who you are in terms of the bigger scheme of things. And so if it touches you on a personal level, in a much deeper level, then you would have expected yourself to be affected by, then it is suggested that you go into that wound, that root, that issue, and you look at how your life has been with that particular issue in mind. And if you then see in your life that you have lived as if you have been constantly having to fight to defend and protect and make yourself known, then that is how your reality has developed for you. You see, it's very important that we take in consideration, irrespective of the false plateaus of things that were created in this system, or the system itself. The system. There's so many systems. There is only one energy element that's existed from the very beginning and has no end. It cannot be uncreated. It is constantly in creative movement. It is Great Spirit. I'm calling it Great Spirit because that is the name that it requires in this reality, in this time. And there will be many others, perhaps long after me and you, who will then start to attain and connect more in the identity of Great Spirit itself. I hope so. So I want to share my thoughts with you. These thoughts may not all make sense as you would expect it to make sense, but I am going back into the connection fully so that the information is much more fluid, and so that we can actually continue building on the expanding of Great Spirit within each and every one of us on this channel. Each and every one of you on this channel is awakened and within Great Spirit. We are all within Great Spirit, and Great Spirit is within all of us. Please don't forget this. Do not forget this. It's very important for us to take this in mind, because your thoughts are what adheres and brings creation forward. And so if you're scared and you're worried about what you're concerned about, these things that are material and around us, I'm not saying you must stop eating. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying stop working. I'm not saying any of those things, but I'm saying mind that it does not become the dominance in your consciousness, and that you place yourself last. Because essentially the lesson for each and every human being on this planet is to learn to actually love themselves, and that they're pretty cool, and that they have enormous power of creation work within them. It is the job of the Ministry of Magic to, irrespective of how they were created and how they came about, to try and influence the thoughts of each one. They can gather as many as they can to come and stand by them, and these are people that are unhappy, that don't like happiness and love, or that may have had broken hearts, whatever. I have a lot to say about that, of course. Then it is important for you to take mind that they are just human beings, and that the spirits that they call to assist them can only do what they let it do. And that we are, and what we have within ourselves is infinite, infinitely powerful, infinite existence. That is who we are. So don't give up. I'm leaving my thoughts with you. Perhaps it is important for us to learn how to understand what it means to walk on water, or to turn water into wine, or wine into water. These are all archetypal examples of what it is of the possibility, not of a miracle, but of the understanding of awareness. To walk on water means to be in command of your spiritual consciousness, so that you are able to have discipline, to understand what it means to communicate with others. The water is a symbol of the femininity. The water is a symbol of consciousness. And so to walk on water means to be in control of your consciousness. To turn water into wine is the same process. It is an alchemical process, except it requires material that you take out of this reality, and to work on a particular plan in this reality, so that everyone can become connected to it. And it is a very long procedure. It takes a lot of hard work to turn water into wine. So, we are Great Spirit, and Great Spirit is within us. Much love. Bye.